everyone, and welcome to Channel 18 TV News. I'm Don Julian. In the news, a 27-year-old Sulphur Springs man in custody at the county jail was subsequently charged with obstruction or retaliation on Monday. Darian Trey Sims has been in the county jail since his arrest October 9th on a couple of traffic warrants. One warrant for violating probation on a burglary of a habitation charge, and one for tampering with evidence. Monday morning, Sulphur Springs Special Crimes Unit Sergeant Joe Scott and Lieutenant Mark Estes charged Sims with retaliation. The investigators allege the man made threats toward a state witness on a recorded jail phone. Bond for Sims on that retaliation charge was set at $10,000. Hopkins County United Way campaign workers turned in nearly $4,000 in additional pledges and donations collected during week 3 of the 2019-2020 campaign that benefits 20 local organizations. As of the Tuesday report meeting, $45,812.54 of the overall goal of $165,000 has been reached, and that's up $3,962 from last week. Next United Way report meeting is scheduled to return to the Hopkins County AgriLife Extension Office next Tuesday morning. Hopkins County Commissioners Court on Monday agreed to partner with the City of Sulphur Springs to reuse parts of scrap tires utilizing the process called mechanical concrete to help improve some city and county roads. Essentially, the county will collect scrap automobile and light truck tires at regular intervals, approximately twice a month. The scrap tire generator would pay the county $1 per tire disposal fee, according to the agreement approved by the Commissioners Court. Sulphur Springs City Manager Mark Maxwell anticipates an agreement will be presented to the City Council at their regular November meeting for consideration. In sports, it's Coordinator Tuesday. Wildcats football offensive coordinator Matt Young tells us about the Corsicana defense the Wildcats will be facing this Friday. But first, Coach Young talks about the offense against Ennis last Friday.
Really, we probably might have played our best game as far as taking about 3 drives we didn't like. Efficiency-wise, it was parallel to Forney. The big difference was 2 drives in the first half. We didn't get in the end zone. We got inside the 10. One was a missed field goal. One was a fumble on the 1. Did a lot of good things, playing really good pace, which tempo is definitely key to us. The first half, quarterback did a great job where he was distributing the ball. The reads he made some tough catches. Bryson Lacey on the sideline made a really nice catch. I thought Chalk Sims and Caden Davis ran as hard as they've ran all year. Really, with space being tight, they really hit holes really well. Giovanni Pisano's playing really well at right tackle. Ryan Hammonds did some stuff really physical up front for us that helped. Radon McCormick started high in the game and then got low and played well. It just came down to some little things. We get down inside the 10 on the first drive and the first play. We have a chance to make a read and we're tired and we just give the ball. We got a backside guy that needs to scoop somebody on the second play. We don't make a scoop. We got a route and go 2 more steps so you have time to stay open. We break it short and the corner undercuts it. So then they make a nice play, knocking one away. But just little things kind of being the theme. That what we're stressing with our guys is the level that we're playing. We ran into the yellow flags the second half for a couple of drives, but the level we're playing, if we'll finish those drives, we'll win football games. We're sitting here with 4 winnable games down the stretch, playing good people. We're all in the mix. Those 4 were playing in us, and it comes down to us finishing those drives, executing. But you can see our guys getting the feel, whether it's Wallace knowing where he wants to go with the ball, T-Meyer making catches, Sumjai Pryor, Chandler Leo, those guys at tackle, understanding how to dig stuff out, and the physicality we're starting to play with and the pace we're starting to play with. We just need to put a game together and go win a big one.
Talked to Hal Wasson yesterday. He tells me that he thinks defense is their strong point of their team.
Yeah, they're big up front. play with some size. They rotate a couple different guys. Really big nose guard that'll really get penetration off the ball. I think their inside linebackers do a great job making tackles. One of their outside linebackers is probably the best player on defense, number 25. He can sit back into pass coverage. He can blitz. He's very explosive, makes plays. And then they have so much speed on the back end that they clean up a lot of messes. So really a challenge for us. As always with pace, we're hoping to get a little bit of fatigue factor with them and take what they give us and move it down the field.
And eliminate all of those mistakes and
just
problems we had last week.
Yeah, correct the little things as far as, and then finish in the end zone when you get a chance to get down there and go win a ball game.
Wildcats defensive coordinator Alex Goetta talks about the defensive play against a tough Ennis team last Friday, and then gives us a preview of the Corsicana offense that the Wildcats will be seeing this coming Friday.
We had our moments. I thought we did well at times. We played pretty fast. They were just big and tough, and we did all we could. We played fast. Would have liked more turnovers, but it's just the way the ball fell that night.
Anybody really impress you? Tell us about the guys a little bit.
Ryan Crillo's still battling in there. Our front is still battling against a way oversized group that they face this week. Sims got burnt once or twice, but he still battled. I called for some pass interferences, but that's kind of how we like him. Be real aggressive. I was just happy with their overall performance.
Yeah, you kind of, I guess, on their big bad receiver. I think Sims had him sometime. I think Ch.18 took him sometime too.
Yeah, they kind of shared duty with that guy, and Sims has been kind of our lockdown guy, but Ch.18's done a great job. Ch.18's very, very consistent with what he does, so we're comfortable with those two guys guarding anybody that we face.
Coach Owens continues to say, he's just really pleased with the way the defense is playing and, undersized and really battling out there.
Yeah, my whole key, of course, like I've told you before, it's about playing fast and second and third efforts. And, in a game like Friday night with all the emotion and things going on and, getting behind and stuff, sometimes it's hard to get that out of the guys. But, they stood up and they battled. We might have had a drive or two where their kind of heads kind of came down a little bit, but we talked. And they were just happy to be there, and they were playing really hard, so I'm pleased with that.
All right. Tell us your thoughts on Corsicana and how they look on the offensive side.
Like everybody else, big up front. They move well. O-line's huge. They got two great running backs. I talked to a buddy of mine who played them early in the year, and his advice was they're a lot faster than they look on video, which wasn't real good for me, but, they're a sound team. Coach Watson does a good job there, obviously. And they're just playing with a lot of confidence. So we're going to have to come out there and play fast. And we need to hit them hard and hit them early. We got to create some turnovers. We got to get something going early.
Quarterback position, a real athlete back there.
Yes, sir. He's very athletic. I believe he's a sophomore, if I'm not mistaken. He's pretty good, makes decent decisions, a lot of timing route stuff. So I'm feeling like if we can disrupt some of the routes early, we may force him to pull the ball down, which could be a double-edged sword. He runs well, but I think we're going to do a good job containing him this week.
And one of the receivers, a lot of experience, a guy that's really been around the block a couple of times.
Yeah, one of the guy, I can't remember his number right now, but yeah, he just, like I said, everybody's got him. They just have a couple extra there. And again, receivers are great, but we're really, really, really focused on the run game this week. We got to get better up front. We got to be a little more aggressive with that.
Are they similar to other teams we've seen in the district that would prefer to run first and then throw second?
They're about a 60-40 split, run to pass, I think, maybe a little less than that. So they're pretty balanced. Again, their OC, whoever's calling, whether it be Coach Watson or whoever's calling the offense for them, he does a good job mixing it up. There's no right or left tendency, there's no heavy, weak tendency. So they're pretty balanced. They usually come in with some decent game plans, so we'll see what they have in store for us.
They really like to mash you with that offensive line, huh?
Yeah, they do. And again, just like it's been the story all year, someone sees us play undersized. They try to stretch out now and then, and we run them out and we keep them lateral. Then they decide to go foot to foot and try to mash us. Sometimes we have success getting in there, cutting and getting in, making plays. And other times we're tired and getting run over. So we got to be really disciplined and ready to play a real tough physical game this week.
The Wildcats and Lady Cats golf teams both had their second and last tournaments of the fall on Monday at their home course at Sulphur Springs Country Club. Jeremy DeLorge is the new Wildcats golf coach, and he tells us not only about that Monday tournament at Sulphur Springs Country Club, but also his team's first tournament played last Thursday over in the Metroplex.
Last Thursday on the 10th, we went out to DeSoto, different course, different area for the guys to play at that they haven't been to, at a Thorntree Country Club, and they performed very well at a course they've never played. It was very tricky conditions as well too. It was kind of colder that day, very windy, steady winds about 15-20 miles an hour, so they had to maneuver that course pretty well, and they did. We ended up coming in second place behind the host team that practiced out there every single day, so we felt very good about where our game was. We also had our junior Kip Childress shoot an amazing round 5 over and won the tournament. So for a course that he's never played at, he also was battling through an injury. He had a messed up ligament in his leg, so it kind of made it hard for him to finish his swing. But he fought through, powered through, and I couldn't be more proud of my guys that day. With the conditions, the course that they had to battle through, and coming in second, just behind the host team in school that they play out there all the time, and had some 6A schools out there, so it was a lot of fun to watch them go out there and perform the way that they did. Yesterday, Monday the 14th, here at home, we held our home course very well. Had a great outing from the top 3, senior Colton Bench, 2 juniors, Kip Childress again, and Grant Mohesky, both shot all under 80. Colton Bench actually shot 1 under par, 71, and won the tournament individually. And then we battled through, and some tough conditions, some tough playing, because we had the pressure of our home course, so we felt like we needed to go out there and perform well. And we ended up doing that towards the end of the stretch, and we pulled out a win at our home course. So first 2 tournaments, I can't complain. Love having our guys go out there and battle second place and a first place as a team, and we've had the winning individual at both tournaments. So it's been phenomenal what they've been going out there and doing. Kip, again, he was still kind of fighting through some injuries still kind of sore and stings. Had a real rough front 9, but battled back and shot 200 on the back 9 to shoot 79. Colton Bench, during the middle of the round, he kind of pulled some muscles and kind of was hurting as well too, and he battled through. He entered the last 3 holes 1 over and birdied 16 and 17 and lipped out for birdie on 18 to shoot 1 under. And so guys are very resilient to pain, to injuries that they're fighting through, as well as the courses and course conditions that we've had so far lately, and I couldn't be more happy with them.
Now, as far as that's pretty much it for the fall, and I guess you'll just pick up in February?
Yes, so that's it for the fall. We just wanted to kind of get some introductory tournaments, some different courses, some different things like that for all the guys to look at and play. And they really liked it. That we have a real high momentum right now with how everything is going. So we're looking to work on a few things, kind of fine-tune some things going into the spring. And then we're going to have a heavy spring semester, starting probably about mid to late February. We're going to have a tournament probably almost every week up until district and regionals, and going from there to get them well prepared and well fine-tuned for tournament play, and going on into district and have a strong outing at district, and going into regionals with high momentum, just like we are right now.
Congratulations on your gig as head Wildcats golf coach.
Well, thank you very much. Like I said, I could not be more proud of where I'm at with this community, with this school, with the guys that I got. I'm very blessed to be under 30 and head coach of a 5A golf program, and the guys that we have here are phenomenal. Absolutely love it.
Lady Cats golf coach Whitney Spigner has information on the Lady Cats performance at the Sulphur Springs Country Club tournament held Monday.
Trying to do a little bit more in the fall, just because it's so cold at the very first of our season in the spring. We're allotted 8 tournaments before district happens, and if you take that into consideration, you're playing at the beginning of February. So it's pretty cold around then, and rainy, and so tournaments just don't make it sometimes. So we started doing some in the fall, and this is our final one for this fall season, and we did host it out at the country club. had a very good turnout. There's about 102 kids total between the boys and the girls divisions. But the day started out whenever I woke up. I got a call from one of my kids saying that she was sick at home and running fever, and so we missed her. And then Miriam Tran, the previous day on Sunday, sprained her ankle out at the golf course, but not too bad. She was still able to walk on it, but we had to brace it up that morning. And then Charlie Potts, right in the middle of the round, sprained her ankle. And so I'm just there going down like flies. But all in all, I mean, it was still a good day. We had some record rounds for some of the girls. Miriam shot 1 under. I mean, granted, it's our home course, and she kills it out there. But 1 under during a high school tournament round is her best tournament round for high school. She's shot 68 before, so she's very stout. But 71, that was good enough for first place by quite a few strokes. There was some good competition for her out there. Next was Addison White. She's our senior, one of our seniors. She broke 100 for the first time in a tournament. She shot 99, so we're making progress there. Then we had two freshmen. Maddie Schmidt, she shot 122, and then Macaulay Metter shot 119. And that was all with a triple bogey rule, so we can't compare tournament to tournament sometimes, but our goal for my freshmen was to not pick up on every hole, and they definitely did not do, they didn't pick up on several holes. So it was a very good round, very good day. It was beautiful weather. And overall as a team, we shot a 411, I believe, and that was good enough for 4th place out of, I think, 9 teams. Yeah. So, and then compared to one of our district competitors, we came ahead of them. So we're looking good, and that was without our number 3 player, Charlie, who definitely could have brought our score down a little bit lower too. But we won't have another tournament until about February, and we're hoping to host another one at Sulphur Springs in the spring. So hopefully we can get some more viewers, a crowd out there for them.
You can get those ankle injuries.
Oh my goodness, yes, yeah. Charlie's in a boot right now, and it's not fractured, but it's a pretty good sprain. And yeah, we're taking a break this week from practice and letting everyone heal up.
That's Channel 18 TV News. I'm Don Julian. Thank you for joining me, and so long, everybody.